Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of this Vlogmas series. Today we have something quite different from the usual update on the jumper. Well, I've been asked to bake a cake for a birthday, so I thought it might be a good idea to share with you all the process and probably the mishap of this video. So, jumper wise, we are on stockinette aisle for the end of the body, and I will update you when there's something more interesting to do there. The cake. So the birthday is for a child, a friend's child that is turning 7. And I got a very specific direction for the cake. So inside they want a red velvet cake, classic, and the outside is gonna be decorated with the GAA Armagh color, which is basically orange and white. The kid is very much fond of the Armagh team, so that's what we get through. Now, a couple of things I have been thinking of. A red velvet cake, I don't like it. It's too dense, it's too stodgy. I know this may be controversial, but I had to come up with a different plan. So, instead of making that red velvet cakey sponge, I'm gonna do a simple vanilla sponge cake, a recipe from my grandmother, great-grandmother, something like that, that I have in my family recipe book, something that my past generation collected over the year, and that is foolproof. It turns out every time extremely well. So I'm gonna do that. It's fluffy, it's nice, it's not too sweet, and it's perfect for a birthday cake. But because they wanted a red velvet-ish cake, I'm going to add a red colorant to the butter to give a sort of a color, a red color. It's not going to taste of chocolate as the red velvet would, but it will look exactly like that. And I think the softness and lightness of the sponge will kind of suffice to or prevent people missing the chocolate taste. Anyway, I don't make any sense. It's very early morning and I'm just bluttering, but I just wanted to share with you the thought process. Inside, we're gonna have a cream cheese filling like for the red velvet. I'm not gonna change any recipe, just a whipped cream, cheese, vanilla, Bob's your uncle. It's gonna be at least 3 layers. Outside, we're gonna have buttercream. And that is something I need to figure out, because I really, once again, don't like American buttercream. I think it's absolutely appalling. I very much prefer something lighter, probably whipped cream, but that really doesn't stick to the cake very much, so we'll see what I can find out. If you have any recommendation for me for a nice little frosting recipe that is not as sickening as the classic buttercream, please let me know in the comment. I gave myself 2 days to make this cake. So the plan is today we're gonna make the sponge, bake it, let it rest and cool, make the filling, stack it, fill the cake, and perhaps get a first coating outside. I probably will end up using buttercream frosting just because I really don't have time to research too much. But it's gonna be just a thin layer, what the professional calls it the crumb coat. So just a thin layer to get everything compact together. And after that, they will be put in the fridge And tomorrow we're gonna do the final layer of coating and decorations. Decoration wise, I'm envisioning the orange frosting of some sort. If you have any idea for me, let me know. On the top I purchased a edible cutout paper thing with the shield of Arma GAA and written Happy Birthday Dylan. White chocolate, what you call it, ganache? Is it a ganache? Yeah. Which in my ideal mind will drip down the sides of the cake. And that's it. So this is gonna be an experiment. It might be a complete disaster, and this video may not see the light, but I stay with you. I give you all the steps that I'm following. If you see that I'm doing something wrong, please let me know, because I'm not a baker by any means, but I really love to learn and understand how to do things. So without any further ado, let's move into the kitchen and let's start this experiment. So welcome to my kitchen. It is the tiniest place in the world, but we have everything prepared. So I'm in my baking gear. We have, let me take the camera out. Sorry for the very sexy angle. So we do have over there a pot boiling, because we need to kind of cook the egg whites and the eggs. We have the tin lined, let me turn on the light, and all the ingredient weighted: sugar, milk and flour. Now we need to crack the eggs, whip the eggs up with the sugar. Actually not, you see, I'm already missing that. We need to crack the eggs, cook the eggs in the boiling water with the sugar, whip them up, add the flour, the liquids, and bake. Let's hope this will go fine. By the way, I'm not a professional cooking recipe filmer and filmographer, videographer. It is what it is, and also it's very small and crowded over here, although I'm just by myself. But yeah, let me show you the next step. So the eggs have been cooked. The thing that we want is to get rid of all the sugary bits. And now it's time to add the colorant on the butter, I think, and whip up the eggs. And I'm using my stand mixer to do that just because I can. So good news, we have the sponges done and they are here. Ah, well, here they are. So hopefully you can see them. They are nice and red. They actually resemble a red velvet cake. I ended up making another batch because they are quite small, quite flat, although they are very hairy and everything. As I said, I probably use too large of a mold for them. So I made another batch, so we'll get at least 3 layers. Then we'll need to cut them out and start assembling our cakes. Okay, so we have our 3 layers done. Now, if I'm brave, I should be able to take off this ring and get a full cake standing up. And this is more or less the result. It looks quite nice. Now I want to put buttercream all around the sides and on the top to crumb coat it, as they say. Here we go. I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's not 100% perfect, but yeah, once again, I'm not a baker. So this goes into the freezer for the night, and tomorrow we're gonna decorate it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope it made any sense, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.